The death is announced of Joseph Flood, also known as Elford, of Lacqua, Babono, who passed away at the Victoria Hospital on Monday, July 16, 2012, at approximately 10 a.m. He was 87 years old. Left to mourn his wife, Angela Flood, also known as Cherpel of Lacqua, Babono. 4 sons, Sam Flood of Grand Riviere Groseilliers, Egbert Flood of Grand Riviere Groseilliers, Michael Flood of Grand Riviere Groseilliers, Lawrence Flood of Lacqua, Babono. 4 daughters, Teresa Eugene in the USA, Adrian Cherry of Lacqua, Babono, Daria Flood of Grand Riviere Groseilliers, Lorna Flood Elise of Bishop's Gap, Castries, Lorraine in the USA. 9 brothers, Kelvin Flood of Bellevue, VA4, Bethel Flood of Bellevue, VA4, Leonard's Flood of Opicor, VA4, Andrew Flood of Grand Riviere Groseilliers, Effery Flood in Canada, Nelson Flood of Bellevue, VA4, Johnny Flood of Cul-de-Sac, Jairus Flood of Bellevue, VA4, Edward Flood in Barbados. 6 sisters, Venus Estefan of Bellevue, VA4, Lorena Flood of Bellevue, VA4, Priscilla Flood in Martinique, Nelvina Flood of Bellevue, VA4, Martha Reynolds of Black Bay, VA4, Eluna Flood of Bellevue, VA4. Grandchildren including Michelle Lorenzen, employed of Ginger Lily Hotel, Cherise Dujo, employed of Ministry of Education, Bercia Monzi, student of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, Naya Monzi, student of the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School, Alicia and Grace Ann Eugene in the USA, Lee Main Eugene and family in London, England, Alton Eugene, employed of IDC Limited, Giovanni Eugene of Lacqua, Babono, Tandy and Abdel Flood of Corinth, Amin Flood of Leslieland, Akisi Flood Innis in the USA, Cliff Flood of Corinth, Tyler Flood in the USA, Marvy Flood of VA4, Zinzi Flood of Carolee, Mandela Flood in the USA, Krisanki Flood of Groseilliers, Kendall Alfred, employed of St. Lucia Tourist Board, Angus Falcian, employed of Wasco, Garfield and Velma Eugene in the USA, Shanai and Shania Eugene of Babono, Jelani Matthews, student of the St. Aloysius R.C. Boys Infant School. 15 great-grandchildren including Jahim, Jada, and Janae Lawrenson. 36 nieces including Leon Theodore John of Nicholas John and Associates, Lyndon and Sarah Edward in London. 39 nephews. 4 godchildren including Morella Okolie of Marisil, Collins, also known as Spoil of Gara. Best friends including Mr. Paul Jamari of Jamari and Sons, Terence, also known as Chico of Kabish Babono, Mr. Liggett of Gara, Teresa Fannis of Leclerc, Honorable Stevenson King, Parliamentary Representative for Castries East, Honorable Richard Frederick, Parliamentary Representative for Castries Central, Ezekiel Joseph, former Parliamentary Representative for Babono, Mrs. Bertil Faisal and family of Deriso, daughter-in-law, Joycelyn Flood, manager of Super G, Sunny Acres, son-in-law, Trevor Elise of Celebrity Cruises, brother-in-law, Stephen Benjamin, also known as Bogies, sister-in-law including Sheila Flood in Canada, also left to mourn Norbert Cox of Choiseul, Donna Lubin of Peebush, Myrtle Fontenelle of Lacroix, Babono, Jacinta Hubert of Gara, Pamela Eugene of Gara, Pauline Jacoby of Rendezvous, Unita Calmija and family of Calvary Road, Petrona Polia of Bellevue, VA4, Madeline Jules of Gara, the Flood family of Castries and VA4, the Eugene family of Babono, the Polier family of Castries and VA4, the Polydor, Vigée, Edgar, St. Catherine, Elliot, O'Brien, Edward families of VA4, the Benjamin, Ballas, and Dubois families of Babono. The funeral arrangements for the late Joseph Flood, also known as Alford, will be held on Thursday, August 9, 2012, at the Good Shepherd Church, Babono, at 3 p.m. The body now lies at the Lazarus Funeral Home, New York Road, VA4. The body will be interred at the Gara Cemetery. The choir members are asked to attend the funeral service. The Lacroix Community Church Group is asked to attend the funeral service in full uniform.